When it comes to the San Francisco 49ers, there's always a swirl of updates. But lately, the spotlight has been shining particularly bright on Brandon Ayuk. The team's general manager, John Lynch, recently sat down for an interview that brought some fresh perspectives about Ayuk's current standing with the organization. Lynch didn't hold back on praising the wide receiver, highlighting how important he remains to the team and how he's making impressive strides in his comeback from a serious injury. This isn't just corporate speak. There are signs that things are actually looking up between Ayuk and the 49ers. For starters, Lynch made it clear that Ayuk is a huge part of their plans moving forward. Despite the turbulence surrounding the wide receiver over the past seasons, the conversations between the player and the team have been positive and productive. That alone is a big deal, especially considering the drama that sometimes surrounds Ayuk's public persona, his presence at mandatory minicamps, and the way he's been helping his teammates throughout his recovery shows a player who's invested in the team's success and not just thinking about himself. It's the kind of attitude that can heal old wounds and build new trust. Of course, this isn't to say the path has been smooth. Ayuk's journey with the 49ers has seen its share of ups and downs. Early in his NFL career, he found himself somewhat on the outside looking in with head coach Kyle Shanahan, but he steadily climbed the ranks, improving year after year. By the time 2023 rolled around, Ayuk had become the team's top wide receiver, an all-pro talent who earned a hefty contract, $76 million guaranteed, averaging $30 million annually. That's elite-level pay, reflecting elite-level performance. But what exactly shifted? What caused the rift that made Ayuk visibly unhappy even before his injury? There's speculation about contract negotiations taking longer than expected, or perhaps deeper frustrations with the organization that go beyond money. It's telling that other star players like Nick Bosa and Deebo Samuel didn't seem to have similar issues, which suggests something unique happened between Ayuk and the team. For a player with so much talent and financial reward, sulking or expressing dissatisfaction hints at underlying tensions that aren't easy to fix. When it comes to the injury, Lynch's update brought some relief. Recovering from a torn ACL and 3 ligament injuries is no small feat, and while comparisons to other athletes who returned quickly naturally come up, the truth is that every injury is different. Ayuk's progress is steady and promising, but the 49ers are wisely avoiding rushing him back to the field. The risk of re-injury could jeopardize his entire career, and given the massive investment the team made, patience is the name of the game. Lynch praised Ayuk's work ethic and determination in rehab, noting that elite athletes often bounce back faster than expected when they're fully committed. The fact that Ayuk has been actively involved in helping his fellow receivers, even doing some coaching during practice sessions, speaks volumes about his leadership and character. Seeing him run light routes and execute precise cuts during minicamp is a strong sign that the knee is healing well and that he's regaining confidence in his body. The team's approach is clear. When Ayuk is truly ready, they will welcome him back without hesitation. On the offensive side of the ball, Christian McCaffrey remains a pivotal figure for the 49ers. Lynch didn't hold back in calling McCaffrey a needle mover, emphasizing how much the team benefits from his versatility and playmaking ability. When healthy, McCaffrey's impact on both the running and passing games forces opposing defenses to adjust their entire strategy. His ability to draw defenders and create mismatches is a huge advantage for San Francisco, one that can't be overstated. There have been some doubts raised recently about McCaffrey's burst and explosiveness during off-season workouts, but anyone who understands the nature of his injuries knows that recovering from bilateral Achilles tendonitis is a slow and delicate process. Tendonitis might not sound as severe as a torn ligament, but it's tricky and can flare up unexpectedly. Lynch reminded fans to reserve judgment until the season starts, noting how even professional athletes deal with ups and downs in their recovery. A recent touchdown catch by McCaffrey showcased flashes of his old explosiveness, which is a hopeful sign for the team. Shifting to defense, the return of Robert Saleh as defensive coordinator has brought a renewed energy and optimism to the 49ers. Lynch praised Saleh's presence, highlighting how his leadership has reignited the team's confidence and swagger. From what Lynch said, it's like the team upgraded from a reliable but ordinary ride to a high-performance machine overnight. Salah's passion and intensity are palpable, and players are feeding off that vibe, which translates into a more aggressive and dynamic defense. One player catching the spotlight on defense is linebacker Dwinters, who is entering his third year with the team. According to Lynch and reports from insiders, Dwinters has been one of the standout performers during off-season workouts and mini-camps. His style of play is electrifying. He attacks with relentless energy, physicality, and speed. Watching him fly across the field with a fearless attitude makes it clear that he has the raw tools to be a major contributor. That said, there are growing pains. The game's speed and complexity can sometimes overwhelm him, especially given his aggressive approach. He has a tendency to over-pursue plays, which occasionally takes him out of position. But the coaching staff, particularly with Salah back, is focused on developing Dwinter's instincts and teaching him how to harness that energy more effectively. If he continues on his current trajectory, the potential for a breakout season is very real. Metrics back up these observations as well. In 2024, Dwinters ranked notably well in pass coverage among linebackers, a difficult skill set given the variety of offensive threats he faces. While his pass rushing skills and run defense still have room for improvement, there's a solid foundation to build upon. The fact that the team invested in drafting another linebacker, Nick Martin, signals competition and depth at the position, but also shows confidence in Dwinter's ability to secure a starting role alongside the perennial All-Pro Fred Warner. The linebacker trio of Warner, Dwinters, and Martin could very well be the backbone of San Francisco's defense in the upcoming season. Though the exact roles on strong side and weak side positions are still being worked out, this group has the talent and versatility to be a formidable unit. The team also has promising depth with players like Stone Blandon, Chaz Surratt, Luke Gifford, and others stepping up, adding to the competitive environment that's crucial for sustained success. While the 49ers continue to fine-tune their roster and schemes, one thing is clear: the combination of veteran leadership, promising young talent, and a coaching staff capable of maximizing both has created a buzz around the franchise. The energy in the building is positive and renewed. Confidence is growing, and that intangible swagger that fans love to see seems to be back in full force. In the meantime, Brandon Ayuk's progress will be a key storyline to watch. His journey from a talented but sometimes controversial figure to a potential franchise cornerstone is compelling. If he can stay healthy and maintain a positive mindset, there's no doubt that his impact on the team will be significant. Same goes for Christian McCaffrey, whose return to form will be critical in balancing the offense and keeping defenses guessing. On defense, the revitalized unit under Robert Saleh's guidance and the rise of players like Dwinters create a promising outlook. It's a season full of potential, with the pieces falling into place for the 49ers to make a strong run. The challenges remain, of course. But with the right mindset, leadership, and execution, San Francisco could be poised for success in the upcoming NFL campaign. As the 49ers gear up for the season ahead, there's a sense of cautious optimism throughout the organization. The team's commitment to building around their core stars is evident, but so is their awareness of the challenges that lie ahead. Injuries, performance slumps, and the unforgiving nature of the NFL mean that nothing is guaranteed. Yet, the blend of experienced veterans and emerging talents creates an exciting dynamic that fuels the team's ambitions. Brandon Ayuk's role is perhaps the most intriguing subplot. Coming back from a significant knee injury is never straightforward, especially for a player whose game relies on speed, agility, and precise route running. There's an unspoken pressure on him, not only to return to form, but to do so in a way that justifies the team's faith and the sizable contract he signed. What makes Ayuk's situation unique is his personality, which has often drawn both admiration and criticism. His fiery competitiveness and occasional off-field comments have made headlines, but within the locker room, those traits are starting to be seen more as assets than liabilities. His leadership in rehab and mentorship of younger players highlight a maturing athlete who understands that success is a team effort. But before we dive in, Don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a shocking turn of events that has sent ripples throughout the NFL landscape, whispers are growing louder about Brock Purdy potentially leaving the San Francisco 49ers and signing with a divisional rival. The rumor mill is buzzing, and while nothing has been officially confirmed, sources close to the situation suggest that the young quarterback could be on the move in what would be one of the most surprising shifts of the season. Brock Purdy, who has been a key figure for the 49ers, quickly rose from relative obscurity to become a fan favorite and a cornerstone of the team's offense. Known for his poise under pressure and ability to execute complex plays, Purdy's sudden exit would mark a seismic shift for San Francisco's strategy going forward. Speculation points towards a potential deal with a rival team within the NFC West, a move that would add even more intensity to an already fierce division rivalry. The timing of his possible transfer is intriguing, coming just as the NFL enters a crucial phase of the offseason where teams are gearing up to finalize their rosters and strengthen their squads. Purdy's rumored departure sparks questions about the 49ers' future quarterback plans and how the team might adjust its offensive lineup without one of its promising talents. Meanwhile, the supposed new team in question would gain a significant boost, potentially tipping the balance of power in the division. Analysts and fans alike are dissecting every detail, from contract terms and salary cap implications to how Purdy's playing style would fit with the rumored new team's offensive system. This potential move could not only reshape the careers involved, but also alter the dynamics of the upcoming NFL season. The intrigue lies not just in the switch itself, but in the broader consequences it might trigger across team rivalries and league standings. For now, all eyes remain on the unfolding saga as insiders and sports commentators await confirmation or denial from the teams and the players' camp. Whatever the outcome, Brock Purdy's rumored leap to a divisional rival has already created a buzz that promises to keep NFL fans glued to their screens. The question remains, will this whisper become the headline that changes everything? Only time will tell. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.